Hi, this is Shannon from WTE. I'm currently using the TRex's Web GUI interface to connect to our TReX product, and here I'll be demonstrating the configuration and use of the TReX outputs. First, enter the menu and move down to the output section. Here we have the digital outputs labeled to the left, 1 to 6. If we move down, we can see that in this case we've got 7 has been configured to be latched and 8 has been configured as monoshot. By latched, that means that when the TReX receives a message controlling the outputs, and the message has to be in the output control format documented in our manual, then the output will remain in that state. If the output has been configured to be a monoshot, then it will be, after the configured period of time, it will change back to its original state, in this case 0.6 of a second. Here we have the analog output calibration settings that will be covered in a different video. Here we have many options that can be associated with the outputs. So here we've got an alert, busy, temperature, RF error. So in this case we've got, for example, when the busy level is exceeded for a receiver, we can control a particular output. In this case we will change it to be output 2. When we exit this now and move up, we'll be able to see that output 2 is now configured to multiple uses. So the first thing to do, if you're using this to look at just the RSSI level, busy level, we would set that to disabled. And now we can see that busy is associated with it. So what it meant before was that it could be used by, it could be controlled through any message received or from the busy output. Now it can only be controlled from the busy output. So here we see that if we want, we can change it to another output or disable it by setting it to 0. We could configure the alert output. So this is when the alert filter is used. When content in the alert filter matches an incoming message, this output can be operated. So in this case we've set it to output 2, and now it is associated with the alert function. Link fail again can be attached to any output, and if we misconfigure it and have 2 functions attached to one output, what we'll see at the top is that we have output 2 with multiple functions. It should be used with caution because it is hard to anticipate what the output is going to do when there are multiple functions operating it. We're disabling it again. Here, this is the temperature output. So in this case we have the temperature limit configured in the system menu. This is the output that is operated when the temperature is exceeded, and here the RF output error. This is used when we need to detect an antenna mismatch condition. If there's a fault with the antenna or the antenna is not connected. Once the outputs have been configured, they can be controlled. Looking on the I/O screen, we can see the output condition for all of the outputs. Currently they are all low. Message has just been received that sets one high. If we actually, and we've just received another message that has set the remainder of the outputs high. Looking at the last message that's been received, we can see in the payload of the message our 01 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, which says operate all outputs for unit 1. The output control protocol is fully documented in our manual. If we set one of the outputs to be controlled in a monoshot form way, we change output 8. It was already set to monoshot, but so we can demonstrate its operation. We change it to be 2 seconds in duration, so that when we have a look at the state of the output, here we can see that output 8 is low. We received a message and went high for a short period of time, then dropped low again. Again, it goes high, and without receiving another message, it drops low. And also we can control the analog outputs. Analog outputs are displayed in this screen here. When we receive a message that has information that controls the analog outputs, and if we look at the received message, here we can see in our message that we received, U1 in our output control protocol defines analog output 1 to be set to a value of 123, and also operate digital output 1 as well. And we can see here that output 1 is high, and DAC 1 has been was set to 123. Now it's received a message and that to set it to 512. If we have a look, we can see here in the payload 512. Each of the analog outputs can be scaled for just part of a useful range. Whatever is required, both voltage and current, will be described in another video. Thank you.